Hey, this is MassX with a brand new One Punch Man the Strongest video, and yes, our SSR plus Zombieman has dropped. As I've stated before, I do not think this is a pull for most people, especially with URs so close in the next few months. If you already have a speedster, or quite honestly are low on black tickets, I would not recommend doing this at all right now. But we are going to go ahead and pull them in the background, and this character does have a lot going for it. But again, there's going to be better speedsters down the road, especially the UR. I can just say the S word, but I'll leave it at that. So what does this character really even offer you? Well, of course, the basic attack is garbage. We don't care about it. I always state this for most of these characters. It attacks a single target with 3 combo strikes for 120% of attack. No biggie there. We could really care less. The ultimate, which is very important to this character because you are going to need it to go off. Why? Because, well, that's how you get your speed up for the row. And let's talk about that. This will attack each enemy in a row with 4 combo strikes, totaling 360% attack damage. It grants specialized speed up to allies on the same row, increases their speed to 90% of Zombieman speed, and remind you, this is without the KS. This is without 5P at this time because neither are available. I hate when they drop these characters on Sundays because it prevents so much building, but I digress, okay? So you're gonna get that increase to their speed, of course, when you use the ultimate for the row, which is the plus side of this, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Their speed remains the same if it's higher than Zombieman's speed, you know. Pretty straightforward. This is one of the characters with a lot less descriptive narrative for its skills. Now for the passive, when the battle begins, gain specialized speed up, increases speed by 25%. That of course is to the character itself. If the main target's speed is lower, deals damage equal to 500% of attack to the main target after taking action, which is really nice because the likelihood is your Zombieman is going to be faster. So that is a nice plus side to the passive. Now the Awaken passive. Now this is at 3, mind you guys, because yes, I'm a little whore when it comes to building characters. Gains 150 energy gauge after taking action. Before battle begins, Zombieman will encourage the whole team, grants 3 energy when the battle begins, lasts for 5 turns, triggers regeneration when taking fatal damage when an ally is present on the field, recovers 60% HP before the next action, and triggers up to 4 times, which is also a nice benefit of this character. Now at 5P, this character, when battle begins, gains the specialized speed up, and as you can see now, it goes to 30%. If the main target speed is lower, deals bonus damage. That stays the same at 500%, but yeah, very important to 5P this character because he's based as a speedster, so you need to make sure you're maximizing all speed possible. So one of the downsides is you really want to 5P this character. Similarly, you are going to want the KS for this character. Why? Well, for the ultimate, okay, that granting of the specialized speed up to allies on the same row goes to 95%. So that is kind of a big deal, as well as attacks each enemy in a row with 4 combo strikes for 500% of attack. But yeah, it's all about the speed, and that's what you care about with this character is you got to, if you're going to get him, you're going to have to build to maximize speed for this character. So that's where this all comes from. Now, when you're gearing this character, of course, you're going to want speed sets. Fiery, of course, is going to be the preferred set with attack speed on it. Yes, your regeneration is based off HP. You could go the route of HP speed, but quite honestly, to me, it is not worth it in reference to at least your gearing, maybe for the buff gear, to tank him up a bit more. But honestly, he can revive up to 4 times. You should be more focusing on the attack for this character. It makes the most sense for the long run, and that's where it goes into for your buff gears. You're going to be wanting speed, of course, a triple speed. I don't have one on him right now. I'll be brutally honest, there is no point in using this character until I have a keepsake and 5p, and then it's just basically gonna get my flashy flash set. So right now there is no point in me doing any of this crap at the moment. But again, let's move on. So you're gonna be most likely going with an attack buff with triple speed for that first slot. The next one, of course, you're gonna wanna go with the attack buff, resistance, anything that's going to keep the character alive. If you're lucky enough to get some attack, go for it. And of course, your S-class attack buff too. And of course, anything with, you know, damage reduction if you really want to help the character survive, etc. You know the routine. But this character is all about speed, so that is going to be your main focal point when you're building this character. And it's going to be very straightforward. Now, for me, my preference is going to be, at least at this time in the game, to have a setup probably similar to what you see on the board right now. In my Zombieman, based on where my Glory Boss is going to be, I'm going to want Glory Boss on that same line. And then I'll have to pick who else I would like on there, because you want them to get the speed buffs on the same row, which gives them a major plus over Flashy Flash in a lot of ways. But, you know, you're always going to want to be using his ultimate. Of course, I think it goes without stating. It's a nice row hitter. And then what you're going to get out of that, of course, is you're going to have those other 2 rows hopefully going next in line. Preferably, of course, your Glory Boss, if that's who you have it matched up with. For me, it will probably be something similar to this. Wherever you decide to put that Zombieman, you just want to make sure you have the right characters on that same row. That is going to be the key for maximizing the use of this character. So, you know, again, it's not going to be game changing right now for this game. A lot of people probably are not going to be pulling on this, quite honestly, because of that, and because of what we know is coming down the pike in a matter of 3 months with URs. So to me, it is just, if you pull for them, great, know what you're getting into. If you don't pull for them, great, because honestly, it's not going to change a whole hell of a lot for you in the end. And if you're really smart, free-to-play player, then you've been hoarding anyway, knowing what's coming down the pipe. So to me, this is just pretty much an easy skip for a lot, if not most people. I'm guessing the revenue on this banner is not going to be stellar. But once I do get mine built up, my Zombieman, I will circle back around when I can actually use a fully built Zombieman in my team, replacing Flashy Flash, to show the true benefit of the character. But quite honestly, like I'm saying, when you look at the grand scale of cost and investment versus benefit, it's completely outweighed by cost versus benefit by far. So if you did pull on him or are going to, good luck. I hope you get some good pulls. And with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.